Everybody, welcome to another video with me, Ashley Matthew. We're going to cover 5 reasons why you should be weight training. There's a lot of misconceptions or maybe reasons or why people think they shouldn't be weight training. One of my favorites is when a female tells me, I don't want to weight train because I don't want to look like a man, or I don't want to weight train because I don't want to look like those girls on stage. Here's a fun fact, okay? As a female, we produce so much testosterone compared to a male who produces a lot more testosterone. So in order to get that massive bulky look, there are various different things that you need to do in order to attain that bulky bodybuilding look. Whether that's through your training program, what you're eating, and obviously steroids. So please do not use the individuals you see on a stage or on a magazine that are quite bulky as a reason for you not to lift weights, because that's actually not realistic for someone who's an everyday person just living a healthy lifestyle. If you're looking for help in your health and fitness journey, please look at my Pivot program. It's on my website, ashleymetzger.com. It's a 4-week online program where you go through every week at your own pace, whether it's from a tablet, a computer, a phone, whatever. Every module has its own worksheet that you work through at your own pace. Every week you're dripped your new modules for every week so that you can go about it at your own pace. If it takes you 2 months to go through it, it takes you 2 months to go through it. But you have your own login, your own password. Again, you do it at your own pace. You get me. You get a private Facebook group with the entire Pivot community. So everyone that's taken the program is in this private Facebook group. So if you have questions, concerns, maybe you want to pump somebody up, you have access to the private Facebook group as well, and private content that I put out. So if this is something that you're looking for, where we focus on your mindset, nutrition, exercise, and whole body, visit ashleymatthew.com and take a look at the Pivot community. I also do offer a one-on-one call for 30 minutes. If that's something that you want me to tweak and look at, maybe your current exercise program or nutrition or something that you're going through, I do offer a 30-minute call as well, also available on ashleymetzger.com. So let's go into 5 reasons why you should be weight training. Number 1, the most obvious one, build and maintain muscle. As you lift, you obviously build lean muscle tissue, but you're also helping your joints and your ligaments. You're helping everything that keeps you together while getting stronger and, again, building that muscle and maintaining what you already have. Now, as we're building muscle, this leads to independence. So whether you're young or old, the stronger you are, the more capable you are on your own, especially if you live alone. If you're an older adult, maybe doing daily tasks around the house is getting a little tougher as the years go on, but things like walking up the stairs gets a lot easier. Things like putting a planter up, lifting it and placing it somewhere might be tough, but as you lift weights, you'll get stronger, and doing those daily tasks like putting the planter up won't be an issue. Resistance training also helps you recover from injury faster than if you weren't doing any kind of weight training. The second one that some people don't realize is that weight training helps you with your coordination and balance. Helping your body be stronger helps your skeletal system as well, and your nervous system. So if you're weight training, things like coordination and balance become a little bit better as you carry on with your weight training. Your joints and ligaments, again, become stronger, allowing you to be more stable. So if you're someone who has issues with balance or coordination, then doing different styles of resistance training, whether that be with bands or weights, will be extremely helpful for you, especially if you're an athlete. Balance and coordination drills are also super important for those who are older. So older adults, putting that in your workout program or having a trainer train you with balance and coordination and specific weight training movements with coordination will be super beneficial for you. Which brings me to number 3, reducing the risk of osteoporosis. As we age, our body breaks down, so we need to do things to help us avoid certain health conditions, or at least reduce it. So yes, weight training and diet are coupled together to help reduce osteoporosis. Not only does weight training, I keep saying, I don't even know how many, you should take a shot every time I say weight training in this video. When you're incorporating weight training into your routine, you're also helping with the production of hormones, which again, not a lot of people understand. And this is a factor for both men and women. And as we get older, our hormones start to decline. So introducing resistance training into your daily life, whether that's 2-3 times a week, can positively affect your hormones. Number 4, improving your sleep. If you're living a sedentary lifestyle and you're not really doing much, starting with 2-3 days a week of activity can dramatically improve your sleep. Trust me. But if you're someone who gets really wired, then maybe not do your activity late in the evening because that might actually keep you up. So if you're someone like for me, I can train and go to bed no problem. For some people, training late at night will keep them up. So maybe take your workout from 6 or 7 o'clock at night and throw that into either early morning or early afternoon. Number 5, which is probably one of my favorite ones, which is reducing the signs of depression. Now, we've just gone through 2 years of COVID with lockdowns, restrictions, all that stuff, being locked in our homes. And a lot of you took on that depression full force with no activity because we were all staying at home. So it was hard to get active. It was hard to go to the place that we would escape to, being the gym or whatever group fitness stuff. Maybe it was a pool, but it was hard to get there, or we couldn't get there because it was locked down. So many of us on this planet felt the need for physical activity and felt a huge difference between being active and not being active and how that messed with our heads. And depression was at an all-time high. When you're exercising, and not just weight training, even cardiovascular, you release endorphins in the brain, and that's what gives you that kind of that high, that feel good. You feel great, and all of a sudden, life is so good, and you're positive, and you're good to go. Exercising releases endorphins. So this is why I'm a huge advocate on physical health helping mental health. It is a massive component. So if you're someone that's constantly feeling lows, obviously consult your doctor. But one of the things that you can do is start incorporating physical activity into your everyday. Now, this doesn't mean you need to do CrossFit. And this goes for everything. Resistance training does not mean killing yourself in the gym. It can be very basic stuff. It could be, sure, going and getting a gym membership, hiring a trainer, or maybe just using the machines just to get out and get your body moving. It doesn't mean you need to do CrossFit. It doesn't mean you need to kill yourself in the gym. It doesn't mean that you have to run a marathon. It doesn't mean that you have to do 50 laps in a pool. Being active with resistance training or even cardiovascular, even though we're talking about resistance training in this video, is so important to your physical and mental health. And it can be incorporated, again, start with 2 days a week. It doesn't have to be crazy. You don't have to work out for 2 hours a day either. It can be short and sweet. You can incorporate HIIT training, Tabata, which is more intense training but at a shorter time. So if you only have 20 minutes in the day to work out, then maybe look at a HIIT style training to get you going, and that could be circuits. So maybe you start with 2 days a week, you cap it at 20 minutes, and you throw HIIT or Tabata in there in some fashion. So all in all, I'm hoping these 5 points on resistance training can make you get up and do a little bit more for yourself and not just think of resistance training as bodybuilding, because resistance training and activity is so much more than just being a meathead. There are a lot of positives that come out with being active. So please, again, don't look at it as being active as bodybuilding. Don't look at it as you need to be an athlete to do something. Being active as a human being is something that we need to do to keep going, to prevent pain, to help with our sleep, to help with our mood, to help us be able to do things on a regular day, like walk up the stairs without being jello-legged or being winded to go up the stairs. So if you're someone who's been struggling, reach out to someone that can help you. If you have questions, write it in the comment section here. I'll be more than happy to help. If you need help and you want a community to help you get out there and get active and be accountable, join my Pivot community. I'll put the description in the link below. The Pivot community is an online platform. It's a 4-week program where you take everything at your own pace. So everything is dripped 1 week at a time. We focus on mental health, physical health. So we're talking about your mindset. We're talking about nutrition for an entire week. We're talking about programming and exercise for another week. We have a private Facebook group where you can go in. If you have questions, you can go in there and ask questions or pump people up and, post a picture of what you've done that day. And everything is available with your own login and password. So you have everything there. All the downloaded sheets are there. So if you need to go back and rewatch a module, you can because you have your own password and your login. So again, everything is in the description below. Please look out for the Pivot program. Love to see you there. Love to see you part of the community. If you guys have questions in the meantime, though, again, write it in the description below. Subscribe to my channel if you like the content. And if you want me to make other videos, please again, write that in the description and I'll be happy to put out a video. Hope everyone has a great week and we'll see you on the next video.